Welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. I'm Leigh. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy that you're here. So for today, I have a bonus spread for Taurus for the month of October 2020 regarding love. Before we begin, I have a disclaimer. This is a general reading and it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, I encourage you to watch the videos for other signs in your chart. Tarot cards read energy, and energy is fluid, meaning these readings could focus on the past, present, or future, and the message may be flipped, opposite, reversed, or the situation could play out from the perspective of the cross watcher. If you're interested in a personal reading, my contact information is in the description box below. Let's start the reading. Okay. So your theme for this month, Taurus, is commitment. This card this month is questioning your dedication. So it's saying that your lack of focus in a relationship suggests a fear of commitment. Something from your past is stopping you from making a choice, and there's a fear of being trapped in a relationship. But focus and dedication in this area of your life is what's going to release you from your fears, okay? So we're going to start with this card over on the right. This card represents the overall energy for your reading. It's the card that's at the bottom of the deck after I deal out the first 9. So the overall energy for your October 2020 reading, Taurus, is the nine of Wands. Okay, so the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. Okay, so this card is telling me that you're being very guarded in the present. It's possible because that you were hurt in past relationships, and that's what's affecting you now. Okay, you might be feeling like you'll never be able to heal the wounds that you have from these past relationships, but this card is telling you that you're going to be able to get through it. Okay. And then in the future, what you need to do is just be very careful about who you let in your heart. Just make sure that you take your time to get to know them and you don't let them in until they've earned your trust. All right. The one clarification card that we have for the 9 of Wands is the 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles is telling me that you're juggling something. You're going back and forth about something, like trying to weigh the pros and cons of a situation, or trying to make a decision about something. Okay. So the 2 of Pentacles is also telling me that you're deciding if you want to make space in your life for a relationship. Okay. You need to ask yourself if you're willing and you're ready to make changes and allow somebody to become a part of your life. Okay. Because this card is saying that you need to be very honest with yourself about those answers. All right. Moving forward. This first row signifies the recent past, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is telling me that someone was trying to hang on to someone else in an unhealthy manner in order to maintain a sense of security in a relationship. So they were doing this by being possessive, being jealous, and being controlling, okay? But the message of this card is that if you hold on too tight, you're going to squeeze the life right out of your relationship. All right. And it's telling me that this relationship needs boundaries. And if you're single, this card can talk about you holding yourself back from meeting someone new. And it might be because you fear change, or because it's possible that you're not approaching new relationships with an open heart and an open mind. Okay. You could still be holding on to feelings for an old ex and not be ready to move on. And if so, this card is telling you that you need to resolve those feelings before you can start a new relationship. Okay, so the first clarification card is the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups is telling me that there's going to be a reunion, that someone from your past is going to make a romantic reappearance. And so, I mean, I guess it depends on who it is, whether or not you'll have a reason to celebrate. Or this card is saying that you'll have many potential suitors after a period of solitude or loneliness. All right. Next clarification card is the Fool. So the Fool is telling me that there's going to be a new beginning that you're going to have that's going to require you to take a leap of faith, okay? But this card is also linked to a lack of commitment and not being ready for commitment, okay? Because remember, this card was telling you to ask yourself if you were really ready to get into a relationship. Okay, next card is the Tower. So the Tower is saying that in the recent past that there was a Tower moment, meaning something happened that irrevocably changed your relationship. okay? This was concerning a relationship. So an example of this would be like a bad breakup, all right? So if you're single, this card could be saying that you had to face an uncomfortable revelation about why you're single. So I think it was a breakup, because this card is telling me, the Five of Pentacles, that either you or another person or the both of you were feeling left out in the cold, okay? And this could be a possible breakup. And like I said, with the Tower, I'm thinking it's a breakup, okay? Moving forward, the next card is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is telling me that one or the both of you walked away from this relationship and from each other for some reason. It could have been due to a lack of communication, or there could have been deception involved, or it could have been infidelity or cheating, okay? So the first clarification card that we have for the Five of Swords is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is clarifying that this was an ending. It was a breakup, a divorce, or separation. And then, like I said, possibly because of betrayal or infidelity. So if you're single, it's saying that you could still be coming to terms with this breakup, because it could be possible that you weren't ready for it and you were blindsided by it. But this card is telling you, you got to accept it. Next clarification card is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups can represent a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart. So we're talking Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this card can also could have also indicated a suitor, okay? So if it's a person, it's saying that the person's mature, compassionate, charming, and devoted. And if it's not, what it's saying is that you're finding the balance between your mind and your heart, and you're gaining a deeper level of emotional maturity, okay? Moving on. The next card is the Three of Pentacles. This row symbolizes like what's happening now, the present, okay? So the Three of Pentacles is telling me that someone that you like has noticed you too. And this could be a person that you could, collaborate with and build something with, okay? And it's saying that you might meet this person through work, business, or some kind of study. The first clarification card is the Devil. Okay, we had this card last week, Taurus, okay? This card is talking about a third-party situation. A third-party situation can be a person or it can be a thing. But in this case with the Devil, 9 times out of 10, it's a thing. So third-party situations are codependency, drug addiction, mental illness, being a workaholic, being an alcoholic, bottling up your feelings, or even having bouts of depression, okay? So no matter what this is, Taurus, like I told you last week, you've got to address this. You have to fix it, because if you go into a relationship and you have this third-party issue, it's gonna pop up in the relationship, because that's what relationships do. You get involved with a person, and then all of the unhealed things in your life come up. That's why people recommend that you heal them before you get into a relationship. So this thing is going to come up, and if you haven't done anything about it, it's going to potentially destroy your relationship before it even has a chance to begin, okay? So the second clarification card is the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords can represent an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart. So we're talking Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So this card is telling me, Taurus, that you are being watched on social media or online, or you're watching somebody, or both, okay? This card can also talk about delays. So for example, delayed news or delayed connection with someone. So if you're single and you want to meet someone, this card is also telling you to get out and socialize. But if you were hoping for a relationship, it's going to take a little longer than you thought to have one, because it's about delays, okay? The last clarification card is the Five of Swords. Okay, I think this card came up last week for you as well, Taurus, okay? This card is telling me that you have this thing where you're attracting dangerous, deceptive people who have a dark side, and it's telling you to be careful, okay? And take precautions when you're out with someone that you don't know very well, okay? Because you don't want to get into some type of situation just because you're trying to find love with somebody and put yourself into harm's way, okay? So we're moving forward. Next card is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is just like this Ten of Swords over here. It's talking about an ending, breakup, divorce, or separation, okay? It's saying that there was possible betrayal or infidelity. So it's like you got into a relationship in the past and it ended, okay? For the same reason, you know, infidelity, betrayal. Same thing. You got into a relationship here and the same thing is happening, okay? Like I said, remember the commitment card. What it was saying is that something inside of you is stopping you from having a relationship. You have some fear of being trapped in a relationship. And so you're choosing people, like I said, because the Five of Swords is telling me this. You are choosing people who are dangerous, possibly deceptive, and possibly have, you know, has a dark side, because it's like subconsciously you don't want the relationship to work out because something's going on. So this needs to be addressed as well, okay? Okay, so back to the reading. So this card, like I said, it's an ending, a breakup, a divorce, or a separation, okay? It's possible that there was betrayal or infidelity. And then, like I said, with this card, you're probably, you know, you might be coming to terms with it in the future because this was something where you were blindsided and you weren't expecting it, even though you knew the relationship was unhealthy, because you know it was unhealthy because it's somebody with the Five of Swords. It's someone possibly deceptive, possibly dangerous, and possibly has a dark side. So this card is saying that you just need to go ahead and accept the breakup, okay? So the first clarification card for the Ten of Swords is the Two of Cups. So this card can represent an offer of a relationship with someone with whom you share a strong connection or you're mutually attracted to. So this person, even though they were deceptive and had a dark side, they were your soulmate, because this is a soulmate card, okay? And then this card can also talk about a reunion from someone from the past. So I'm seeing two storylines here. One is that someone, like some of you you had a relationship and then you broke up, and then you had another one, and then you broke up, okay? And then some other people, what I'm seeing is you got together with someone from the past and broke up, and then you're getting together with someone from the past again, and there's a breakup, okay? So let's move forward. Okay, the next clarification card is the Magician. So the Magician is a card of manifestation. So this card is telling me that you manifested this, okay? You manifested this situation. Like I said, we're going back to that commitment card, okay? Something you're doing subconsciously is attracting this kind of stuff into your life, all right? So with this card, Spirit is also telling you that you have all the tools and the skills that you need in order to manifest the life and the love that you desire. Next card is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is saying that you're going to be starting a new relationship or romance, or the beginning of you're having a beginning to a relationship, okay? Or for some of you, if this person is coming back from the past or someone's coming back from the past, you're rekindling a romance, all right? You have one card that's for clarification, that's the Chariot. So the Chariot is Cancer energy. So this card is talking about how past relationships and the wounds that you have from them have left you hesitant to get into a new relationship or to believe in love. So the Chariot is saying that even though you have been through a lot of pain and hardship in past relationships, that you're going to overcome it and you're going to move forward in your love life, okay? Second clarification card is the Knight of Pentacles. So this can stand for a person, okay? So it represents an earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart. So we're talking Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So this card is saying that you want to have a more stable or secure partner. But with this card, you need to make sure that you're ready for it, because people symbolized by the Knight of Pentacles want someone who understands their ambition and who has similar goals to them. Some words to describe a person signified by the Knight of Pentacles is practical, patient, protective, and like a knight in shining armor, okay? Moving forward. Okay, this last row symbolizes your immediate future. And the first card we have is the Queen of Wands. So this is fire energy or someone with a lot of fire in their chart. So we're talking Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I think this is you, Taurus. This symbolizes you. So it's saying in the immediate future, you're going to be feeling energetic, strong, confident, and independent. Okay? And it's saying now you're in a good place to go out and meet someone new. The one and only clarification card for the Queen of Wands is the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is saying that your new partner that you got here in the Ace of Cups could be a childhood sweetheart or someone from your past coming back into your life. So I think it's, for a lot of you, it's someone from your past, because this is like the third card that talked about someone from your past. Okay? And one other thing is this card can also talk about immaturity or childishness in the relationship. All right, moving forward. Next card, Five of Cups. Five of Cups talks about being overcome with sadness and despair about a past relationship that didn't work out. It's saying that you feel like you've lost the one and that you might be oblivious to potential partners because you're focusing on your loss. Okay, and if you don't want to date and you're not ready to, this card's telling you that's okay. It's not a problem. But you need to stay grounded, live in the present moment, and let the past go. We can't do anything about the past. We can't do anything about it except heal it and move on. Okay? And you just need to remember one thing, Taurus. Let me digress a little bit. One thing you need to remember, if you keep pulling people into your life that do this same thing and you end up broken up with these people, okay, or you're attracting dangerous people into your life, you have not learned your lesson. Okay, we know this. When you in life, if you keep repeating the same thing over and over again, you have not learned your lesson. So my advice to you with this situation is you need to learn the lesson. Like I said, dig deep, like this commitment card is telling you, and try to find out subconsciously what's going on in your head, or like what way you've been traumatized in past relationships, or, you know, something back in your childhood that might have put you in this situation, so that you can heal it and move on. Because who wants to keep having relationships over and over again and have them break up, and then you hurt and then you got to get over it, and then you have another relationship and then you break up and then you hurt and then you get over it, and then, or if you don't get over it, you just packing your bag, just packing them even tighter with a lot of baggage, and you dragging that into every relationship that you get into. So I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm just trying to help you impart this information, because this spread is telling me that there is clearly a cycle. And so if you don't do something about it, every time I draw the cards, it's going to be the same cycle every time. Okay? All right. Anyway, let's move on. Last card is the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is Scorpio energy. And Judgment is telling me that you've come through your past karmic lessons with increased self-awareness, and that you've allowed yourself to heal. So now you're ready to move forward in a positive direction. Okay? And this card can also talk about wanting to have a do-over in a past relationship. Okay? So the first clarification card is the Empress. So the Empress is telling me that real love and romance are on the way. And then the second clarification card is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups can represent water energy, or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So this card is telling me that you have a love offer. You're going to have one in the immediate future, Taurus, okay? Like I said, this Knight represents romantic proposals and really good ones. So this card is saying that now is the time to take action and follow your heart. So if in the immediate future, or even if now, you like or you love someone, you need to let them know how you feel, okay? So just to sum this card up, it's just good romantic news that you may be receiving, all right? So before you go, Taurus, I have 2 oracle cards for you that I would like to show you that further clarify the reading. So the first card says, make the effort. It says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, all right? The second card says, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So with this retreat card, I think what this is saying is that you might need to just take a little time to yourself and kind of like work on self, because you can never work on yourself too much. You know, take a little time to work on yourself. Like I said, go back through these things. You know, think about this commitment card where, you know, it's saying that you need to, you know, focus on this to fix it so that you don't keep going through this, okay? All right. Okay, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you. My contact information is in the description box if you'd like to book a personal reading. And don't forget to hit the like button to subscribe and to hit the notification bell to know when I post new readings. Have a good day, night, or evening. And thank you for letting me read for you. And we out.